Obi, I don't want to talk about pretenders. Can you bring down somebody who is already down? Okonkwo, eh? You don't want to talk about pretenders. Talk about him now. Who is pretending? Eh? Talk now. Should be your mouth they do throw up and down. Talk about him. Okonkwo made the remark on Thursday while speaking during an interview on China's television's Politics Today. Don't go they do interview up and down again, yeah. During the program, he was asked about his position regarding Peter Obi and the roles he believes the former Labour Party presidential candidate will play ahead of the 2027 general election. Responding to the question, the Nollywood actor turned politician stated that his attention is focused on individuals he considers serious contenders for the 2027 presidential race, rather than those he described as pretenders. Now, you sabi, they pretend, I mean, they pretend, anyway, with their face in front. You are so shameless. If they born you well, mention Peter Obi's name again now. That interview, I'll be asking you about Peter Obi as if it's only Peter Obi that is the only candidate for presidency in Nigeria. Every time you go for interview, you vote a position against Peter Obi. I don't understand. Is it only Peter Obi that is contesting for presidency? Talk now. He's a pretender. You don't go. I think that discussion should center on politicians with realistic prospects. Now you sabi, in the next election cycle, it's only Peter Obi that has realistic prospects. If you like, be deceiving yourself there and be whining yourself and say you don't want to talk about him. They're not even born you to talk about him. 5 billion, you don't say 5 billion naira pay. See your head. Insisting that he has no interest in debating the political relevance of individuals he believes no longer have a meaningful impact on the contest. Really? All of a sudden, it doesn't have an impact on the contest. They play. They whine yourself. Okonkwo further suggested that Peter Obi's political standing had diminished to the point where discussing him was unnecessary. You cannot discuss him again. We know why you cannot discuss him again. All this one that you are doing, now fronting. They born you will talk about him. He argued that there was little value in attempting to undermine someone whom he considers to have already lost political relevance. I beg, let me laugh. The ADC chieftain made the comments while answering questions on national politics during the live television interview, reiterating that his priority is to focus on those he regards as genuine contenders in the build-up to the 2027 election. That's good for you. It's better. Focus on other people. Leave Peter Obi alone, because every time you go for interview, it's only Peter Obi you'll be discussing. So it's good that they've slammed you lawsuits and you are already behaving yourself. You're a good boy. You used to listen. They born you will talk about him now. He said, I want to talk about contenders in 2027. I don't want to talk about pretenders. Can you bring down somebody who is already down? I beg you. This man. Thank God you even know that you're already down. And so there's no point stressing. You get shishi. Poverty won't finish your life. Idiot. God knows, see this irrelevant man that will be brought into limelight in politics. Thank God you know very well that you are down already, exactly, but your stupidity doesn't allow you to retreat your step and focus on your principle. Don't mind him. Benidorm says that I challenge Kenneth Okonkwo to talk on any issue at all without mentioning Peter Obi. That's how relevant that man is. I'm telling you, he knows now. He just want to be whining himself there. He didn't want to talk about pretenders. Talk about him now if it's sure for you. Zion Isaac says, Kenneth, the betrayer, Judas. As guest 5377 says, by criticizing people, you are doing a good job for APC than your claims that you are working for Atiku. If I were UKO, I've directed my loyalty to Tinubu and APC to make more money, as you are for the highest bidder. Don't mind him. Only says later you meet your court judgment. We stand on previous venom against the bill. Retracting your step now on what is too late. At least your harshness has landed you in certain circumstances. Don't mind him. All of a sudden now you don't want to talk about Obi again. Maybe your man they do shop pressure. They talk like typewriter since. Yeah. All this says you are a disgrace to yourself and Nigerians and his families. Ezekiel says this guy is talking for money, not morally sound. Obviously. Kenneth Okonkwo is a desperate fellow who doesn't care to burn down other house for money. But such reckless character ends up in a shameful regret. Christopher said Kenneth Okonkwo is doing an amazing job. Now neither the APC or government has nothing more to say about him. And Stephen says, no worry, you still get mouth, so you no go still rest now. Even as Atiku find you small appointments. Very stupid man. At first I didn't it was you. How on earth did you jump from Nollywood to politics? Okonkwo says Okonkwo has been a serial failure in his political odyssey and will continue to fail woefully non-stop. He started with PDP to APC, then to Labour Party, now to the so-called ADC, belonging to Atiku, the scatterer Abubakar, who scattered PDP, and again wanted to do the same thing in ADC, necessitating His Excellency PO to exit the party to NDC. He has shamelessly recanted his decision to leave ADC on the account of Atiku's refusal to adopt a Southeasterner as his running mate. Guest says, Sabo, mind your business, so let Peter Obi. Of course, he has already left Peter Obi now. They're not born away to talk about Peter Obi again now. He says, Momo, take a look. Is there any Fulani doing what you're doing? You feel you're more relevant now. Momo in the highest order. Ibiam says, continue living in bondage, unnatured human being. As far as it came, I thought you get upstairs, but never knew you are just a brainless Akbamo. Very, very brainless. As he says, very responsible noisemaker. You are really in bondage, as you acted the other time. When he says, the breeze don't open, the yansh of hand, we know you as a media prostitute. Now, people will get a shower will go look for you now. Thank God all of this happened. I'm telling you. If a man says you're already a madman, no peace in your soul. My guardian says, honestly, you're a political clown of the highest rank, because with Obi political relevance is globally acknowledged, and be reminded that he has been relevant and outspoken from the time of the military regime. You're just an ingrate, biting the finger that brought you to limelight. Have you ever thought of what you face in the Southeast if Atiku doesn't win the presidential election? Atiku has created a crevice to allow the incumbent president to win the presidential election next year. As Adelia says, Kenneth Okonkwo is still living in a great disgraceful bondage. Ignorantly, this guy is a great, senseless, uncivilized animal. Trust he doesn't have good upbringing and advisors. He doesn't, obviously. He's a great shame to his kinsmen. Larry says, you are disgracing yourself up and down. I may advise you not to try PO, that he's advising you from experience. If you try to hurt him, you will fail. From supernatural about PO, he will not hurt you. If you are trying to hurt him, you will disgrace yourself. Which is, I don't need to waste my data on Kenneth Okonkwo. His Nsukka people have distanced themselves from him already. Philly says, does this man has a family? A wife? Sofia. Sofia. And this, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.